Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. In this video I will be sharing with you how much it costs to build this 4-bedroom duplex with 2 box rooms from foundation to the current stage it is now, with the current price of building materials in the market today. First and foremost, we are going to talk about the drawing. The drawing of this building, as you can see, was meticulously done, and it took us about 315,000 naira to do all the drawings involved. That includes the architectural, the electrical, the mechanical and structural drawings, which are needed in every building before it can be approved. After the drawing, then we went to the site to set up the building. This is to get all the layers of the building in place to enable excavation and the start of work. When that was done, then the excavation took place. The excavation was done per meter. A total of 133.7 meters was dug, and at 500 naira per meter, it took roughly 66,850 naira to excavate the whole area for the building. Then the casting for the foundation started. The concrete, which we did, in fact, from foundation to DPC cost, it took about roughly 3.5 million naira to achieve. That is because the client didn't want any stories. He wanted a very strong building, and he insisted we do ground beams, despite the fact the terrain didn't need it, but he wanted to be sure of his building. So this was like a kind of half raft foundation that we did there. Then the block work took roughly about 2.5 million to achieve. That's including the beams, the casting of the columns and the beams and the lintels up to the decking level. And this is only because of the price of building materials in the market right now. Otherwise, it would have taken a lot less. For instance, initially, a vibrated block was sold at 200 naira. But now it is 240 naira for one. That is a huge difference. If you multiply by the total number of blocks you will need, say like about to 4,000 or more, that's a big amount of money. In the same vein, the cost of chippings and the other building materials, the rods that we use, have all increased in price. In fact, it's interesting to know that 12 mm rod was sold at 2,650 by the beginning of this year. But in the market now, it is 3,700 naira before you can get one. So that's more than 1,000 naira increase in per 12 mm rod. And if you now multiply by the total number you will need, you see that everything just keeps, the total price of the building keeps increasing. Then, talking about the labor itself, the people doing the work, of course, we know that when the price of things rise, it affects everything in the market. That's also how the people who are doing the work are also insisting, you have to increase their own price. You have to increase their own pay, because of course we all of us buy in the same market. We buy gari from there, and when the price of things in the market increase, of course it will affect everybody. Then to cast the DPC, we used about 148 bags of cement, and presently one bag of cement is sold at between 3,900 to 4,000 naira. The chippings, we bought a complete 30 tons of chipping, is sold at 270,000 naira, and that's actually the cheapest you can get it. In most places you will get at 300,000, but we had a kind of understanding with a big supplier who supplied to us at 270,000 for one. The lintel took about 66 lengths of 16 mm rods at the cost of 6,600 naira for one. Then the casting of the lintel took about 38 bags of cement, and after the casting of the lintel, we were now getting ready for the decking. The carpentry work and the iron work, that's about the reinforcement bars, took roughly 200,000 naira each from foundation to this stage. The block work, we laid about 3,275 blocks in total from foundation to this level, and that cost us about 196,500 naira for the level of the block at 60 naira per block. After the block work was preparation for the decking, which is the carpentry work. The carpentry work for the decking, for that we had to buy some pieces of board which we used for the decking, and we bought about 300 pieces of wood, as you can see, and that took us, it was at 1,000 naira for one. So we bought about 420 pieces of bamboo at 100 naira for one. So these are all the things that part of the cost of the building to this level. After the decking wood have been put in place by the carpenter, the next thing is the iron bending work, which involves putting in place the 12 mm rods and the 16 mm rods at the beams. We got about 66 16 mm rods, which runs through all the walls, all the block works, and again, the 12 mm rods was about 220 for the matting of the building. The matting was spaced at 150 millimeters from each other, while the beams was carried with the 16 mm rods. By the time the iron bender was done with the matting, the electrician now came into place to lay down the pipes for lighting up and taking the light to the distribution box. After the electrician had done his own work, then the decking is ready for casting. The casting took us about 60 tons of chippings, as you can see, then about 148 bags of cement because of the mix we used, and 4 trips of sand. In summary, these are the things it took us to get this building to this level, considering the prices of building materials in the market today. I hope this video was informative to you. Thank you for watching.